Yeah, Shalom, coming to the name of Yahweh Bashem Yashai Bashar Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, who taught me his truth, and salutes unto the Akim that continues to push the word in truth and in sincerity. And I was just thinking on this concept a little bit, so I said let me commit it to a video, man. And there's a common thing of, and I quote, "I came in listening to such and such a man." Okay, and in context, that's all right. But one thing we must be careful of is not to promote. If it wasn't the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone directly, you know, don't be promoting who you came in under. Okay, some guys came in listening to Zabak, some guys came in listening to Great Millstone directly. Some guys came in we all came in a different. We first heard about the Israelites in various ways, man. Case in point, I myself, um, I remember I was sitting in church at a fundraiser concert for um for a school that was being built back in the islands in Jamaica, and like an orphanage school, and this particular man from church, family friend, as well, who's kind of their family's close to my family. He started incorporating like the Israelite thing into church, but in the Yiddish way. And I remember he started singing a psalm the way in Yiddish, as the small hats would. And he was saying, to open, I will now sing a hymn from the book of Tehillim. We know that it's Thalalium, but he was like, I will now sing a hymn from Tehillim. And he was singing it like the cantors do, the singers, which is a part of the office of the priesthood. And that caught my eye. And since then, I said, yeah, I'm going to start researching this Israelite thing. So for about a year, um, before I came across like the schools that came out of One West, I was going to a Yiddish congregation, man. You know, so I came in through that Judaism thing, man. But I don't promote that. I don't try and incorporate that or that style into the truth, man. And then when I was on YouTube, I came across like all the schools that came out of One West. The Lord had it where I never bounced around. I never watched a little bit of ISUPK, then GOCC, then no, the first camp I saw was Great Millstone, and it stuck with me since then, which I'm grateful for. Okay, so we all come in various ways, but if you're one of those brothers that came in watching another camp or whatever, in context you may mention it here and there, but don't promote it or speak about it because too tough in a favorable light. Because the brothers coming in, they may think, well, look at this guy. He's a part of Great Millstone and he's this and he's that. And to a new guy, you may look great. But he watched them, so I can watch them. You gotta, cause we think on higher vibrations, higher levels now, but you gotta think like a Jake would think. Well, he watched them, so I can watch them. You know, so you don't want to do that, man. You know, and because guess what, you could be pushing that vibration of the way that particular person preaches. And it's like, or even what they teach, and that might not be according to the 100% truth, which is taught here at Great Millstone, man. So don't promote who you came under. You can give the account where the context applies, but don't promote it like it's you know, like it can be incorporated, because it can't. This is 2 Timothy 3:14, but continue down the things which thou hast learnt and has been assured of. Yeah, you may have learnt you're an Israelite from other people, other groups, or whatever, but were you assured in the things that you learnt by them? The answer is no. Otherwise, you wouldn't have found the need, or the Spirit wouldn't have led you to Great Millstone. Right? And has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learnt them. you may have been introduced to the Israelite thing by other people, other groups, all right? But are you assured of and knowing whom thou hast learned, all right? You know, so just wanted to throw that out there real quick, man. You know, because we gotta cater to new members, new flock, new believers, man. They may not think. Like when we think nowadays, we can think really quickly and filter a lot of things in a matter of seconds because we've been around for a little while. But people that are just coming in, their mind ain't working like that yet. So they're taking longer to process things and they're not filtering things that should perhaps be filtered, you know. And you may think they get it and they're just taking it all on. Yeah, well, he mentions a buck. He mentioned General Yohano, and yeah, so I can watch them too. Nah. So it's best just to not mention um these other people who you used to watch, and when you, because other guys may just think it's cool when it's really not. So I read this one more time and close it out. Second Timothy, blah, Salakia, tongue twister. Second Timothy, 3:14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.